For Pamela Silwana, it's a day like any other. The community activist and her mother dish out food to people in their Gugulethu neighborhood near Cape Town. Helping others is her motivation.
It gives us energy because we feel like we give back to the community. But it's also strenuous because of resources. But we keep on going because there's no other way.
Pamela gets things done, but behind the strong facade, the 37-year-old has struggled. In mid-2020, she experienced a mental health breakdown. Pamela clearly remembers the day.
I needed to wake up and everything just felt different. My mind felt like it was scrambled. And every time I wanted to wake up, I don't know, it was just so difficult. Eventually I did wake up, but my hands were numb. And every time I needed to think, my mind just went blank. And I was like, okay, I need to see a doctor.
A doctor diagnosed Pamela with depression, but she's far from alone. More than a quarter of South Africans suffer from probable depression. In fact, health officials have said the country is mired in a deep mental health crisis.
We're a traumatized society, People complain that politicians still blame so much on apartheid, but if you think about it, the structural barriers put in place by apartheid are still very much a reality, and that trauma continues. There's a severe burden of stresses in our country.
For Pamela, employment struggles, childhood trauma, and battling to provide for her 4 children took its toll. But depression has another dark side. Not everyone recognizes it as an illness. Even Pamela's mother had difficulties accepting her diagnosis.
I think it's a lack of knowledge. It will be like witchcraft if people are like that. The people are witched. Even now, people, that's what they believe in.
While it may be tempting to dismiss traditional belief systems, doing so is mostly counterproductive, says Professor Sibeko.
The main thing there is to not dismiss those belief systems. It's actually essential to listen, and then generally when people feel listened to, they're more likely to engage with an alternative perspective once they feel like, oh, you've actually paid attention to me.
Through her activist network, Pamela met therapist Debbie Silver. After receiving counseling, Pamela took a course which has helped her assist others.
I'm more aware where help can be found, and if sometimes the help is not found within my community, then I can organize maybe a transport for that person to actually go get help.
Since her diagnosis over 2 years ago, Pamela has come a long way.
Depression doesn't actually necessarily leave you. I don't know who's gone through depression and actually never has had it again. But I think because of the people that I've been exposed to and the people that I can talk to, I am not in the dark hole, but I'm in a journey. And I now know that my healing journey doesn't have an expiry date.